Got another cooking session today. I'm going to show you how to make hot cross cookies. Ben in Tempe has requested that we make these again. They're a bit of a favourite at Easter, so I'm going to show you how to make them. So if you get all your ingredients weighed out and measured ready to go, you do need weighing scales for this. Make sure your hands are washed, your apron's on. First job that you've got to do is just make sure your butter is nice and soft in your mixing bowl. Add your brown sugar to that and cream it together. When you've creamed together your sugar and your butter and it's really nice and soft, then you're going to add your egg. So tip your egg into the bowl, keep stirring. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now I've weighed out my plain flour, my baking powder and my cinnamon. So you can just tip all of that into your mixing bowl. And give it a really good mix up. When you're happy that that's all mixed and combined together, your next job is going to be to add your sultanas and also your chocolate chips. Now the recipe says white chocolate chips, but I couldn't get those, so I just got milk chocolate chips. And although it says 200 grams, you're only going to add 100 grams of chocolate chips because the other amount you're going to melt and then you can pipe or drizzle across on the top of the cookies. So my mixture's all coming together nicely. What I'm now going to do is add in my sultanas, give those a good stir in. If you can't get sultanas, then think of other things you could use. You could use dried cranberries, or you could chop up dried apricots. Like I said, I couldn't get white chocolate chips, so I've gone for milk chocolate chips. Add those in. Give it a really good stir up. So you want this really nice mixed and combined together. Okay, so when you're happy with it, that it looks like that, grab a teaspoon and you just want a golf-sized ball of dough. Shape that in your hand. Take it to your baking tray. Flatten it down slightly. These are going to rise a little bit because you've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Shape another one, flatten it, and keep going until you've used up all of your mixture. You then have to put your cookies in the oven. It's 180 for a regular oven, gas mark 5, 160 for fan assisted, and they go in for about 10 minutes. So your tray should be looking something like this. 2 more here, another one there, another 2 there. 10 minutes in the oven, then I'll show you the next stage. So hopefully your cookies are now cooked. I've got mine on a baking tray, but I've kept the greaseproof paper underneath because this is going to catch the chocolate drips. I've melted some white chocolate just over a minute in the microwave. Don't overcook it because it will burn really easily. Give it a good old stir because it looks like it's not all melted to begin with, but if you stir it, it carries on melting. So now we're just going to add the cross onto the top of the hot cross cookies. If you've got a piping bag, use it, or you might just find it easier to put some chocolate on your spoon. Start at one end and just go across your cookies. If the cookies are all touching, it's going to make life a little bit easier. Go across. And then you need to leave them just to set. Then they're ready to eat. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And then your finished cookie should look something like this. Enjoy.